Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Lisa Salvatore of lisasalvatore.com. For those of you that have been here before, thank you for coming back. And for those of you who have not been here before, thank you for stopping by. I put out monthly readings for the general collective for each sign of the zodiac. Please be sure to listen to your sun, moon, and or rising sign if you do know those other placements, because sometimes people tend to resonate with their other planetary placements more so, if not equally as much as their sun sign, depending on what's also going on with the current astrology of the universe. If you'd like to know more about why I say to listen to the rising and the moon, I actually recorded a video talking briefly about why I suggest you listen to those other placements. So if you would like to see more about that, just click below. I believe it's the last video that I posted. So these readings are going to be for the general collective for the month of April 2020. Please keep in mind that these are for a large audience, so take what resonates with you and throw away what doesn't. A lot of this will be predictive, so when you listen to it is when you're meant to listen to it. I realize all of us are going through some similar emotions and situations right now, so I really took my time, as I always do, but more so this month, to make sure I was 100% in the right headspace and centered and completely meditated. And I've prayed over these cards. I've already chosen the cards. I have not looked at them yet, so I will be looking at them with you as we go on into each reading. I wish everybody good health and happiness for better days to come. And please be sure to subscribe by tapping the bell icon to be notified of new videos and readings and all of that good stuff as it comes out. And let's get started. Hi Pisces, this is your reading for April 2020. This reading is going to be for Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and or Pisces Rising. Please keep in mind that these messages will come to you when you need to hear them. So if you are listening, there is likely something in here for you. These are for the general collective, so take what resonates with you and throw away what does not. And keep in mind that energy is fluid and things can shape and shift dependent on your own decisions. Let's get started, Pisces. I have prepared the cards, but I have not looked at them yet. So let's see what we have for you and what wants to come through for the month of April. Movement, happiness, after a time of battle and like living in I feel like some of you could be right now or are just coming out of a place where you've been in like a battlefield, or it's felt like a battlefield where you felt like you had to always be on eggshells or on your guard and on the defensive, I feel. And if that is where you're at right now, just please know that you will be coming into a time of your life where situations will shift to your advantage, and that will no longer be the case. There is a light at the end of the tunnel for you, Pisces. If you feel like this is in the recent past, you are moving towards a time of a lot of positivity and growth and happiness, and overall stability and joy. So you're coming out of that vibration. And for some of you, I feel like you might still feel like you're in that space, but you're actually not. So you need to maybe do some shadow work surrounding that, like the past, and letting it go so that you can move forward into a brighter future. But I do feel like for a lot of you, April's going to be a nice month of love and kindness and compassion and things coming full circle for you and you getting what you've given, if that makes sense. And again, if you've given negativity, you may be getting that back. So you want to be careful, right? But this overall feels quite positive, Pisces. Like just you're coming out of a place where you've had to be on the defense. You feel like you've been very defensive and you're being told that you don't need to feel that way anymore and that things are shifting for the better. I also feel like for a lot of you, finances are improving, especially if you're self-employed. It feels like, the month of April will show some improvements in that case. Like you've managed to do some things to install stability in your life, in your world. I don't know why I keep feeling like somebody listening or watching has something to do with furniture, like you work with furniture, or you could have a furniture business, and it might not be doing so hot right now and you wouldn't expect it to get better, but I'm seeing April being a really good month for you for some reason. So there's something about like furniture here, or you could be buying furniture in the month of April. But again, this is positive, so it's like you can have what it is that you want and that you've been hoping for in this month. But again, there's some choices that you need to make some decisions, but it'll all go over pretty well and it'll be very stable for you in the month of April, Pisces. That's just what I feel. I also feel like for some of you, I'm getting this, you're fighting or arguing, I should say, not really fighting because it doesn't feel like an all-out blowout, but you're fighting with a family member and there's another family member that's in distress about it. So I feel it's a sibling situation, and then there's a father figure that's really upset and under stress because of the arguing going on in the family. So whoever this is for, please know that if you can try to be the bigger person, even if you always are the bigger person, and squash this somehow to quell the anxiety that the parent is experiencing, because that's who I feel like is truly suffering from it. Even if you have to agree to disagree or do it in a way where you're not, even if you're right and you know that you're right, it's like agreeing to disagree. It's more for the sake of the parent here, or the parent figure that I'm picking up on, because they seem to be having a hard time with the situation. It's emotionally affecting them. So I'm just letting you know that, Pisces, you are compassionate and you don't want to see that happen. So even if you have to fake it until you make it, please do so, because this parent figure does feel like a father figure. Could be a mom, but I feel like it's father. Really is wanting to see this bridge gap between you and a sibling or a cousin. It's definitely like a close member of the family unit that is giving them stress to see that you're not speaking or you're arguing or something like that. So if you could somehow find a way to make it work for you, so that at least the parent figure feels like it's okay, because that's the most important thing. Okay? All right, Pisces. Pisces, you got the fox, the Druid Animal Oracle deck, the fox. So that other person could literally have been a fox towards you and did something sly or sneaky, and so that's why you're not speaking with them. Or maybe you did something like that to the other person, or they feel that you did, and that's why they're not speaking to you. So this could be like you needing to apologize, or them needing to, but you might have to initiate the contact. And again, this isn't necessarily for you. It's for the I feel like a parent needs this to be. But I'm going to read the description from the book for the fox, okay? Just to give it another layer. So, all right, the fox. Where are we? The fox falls under the earth element, okay? So you could be dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or you yourself could have that in your birth chart, okay? Well, let's read the fox. What the fox wants to tell you, Pisces. I'll tell you to pick your battles wisely, but let's see. I also feel like some of you could be struggling with some skin stuff right now, like some itchiness and some skin stuff, eczema, things like that. Look to your diet here, because I feel like for someone watching, or for maybe more than one person, there's something about dairy and it affecting you negatively, but it's like a new thing. So it's not something that you've ever had an issue with before. Again, the fox to me is like something that is sneaky or sly. So you could be having these like skin disruptions or skin eruptions, and you're not sure where it's coming from, but what I'm getting is that it's coming from dairy. So even if you've never actually had a dairy issue, I do feel like that's what's going on for you, okay? So I don't know who needed to hear that, but that is for someone or someone's. Okay. And I also feel like April, you could find that out by a test or something if you choose to get one. All right. Pisces, the fox. Diplomacy, cunning, wildness. The fox is a graceful creature who typifies the beauty and harmony of the natural world. Working with the power of the fox, you will know when to come out into the open and to be counted, and when to remain silent. With others, you will be able to be diplomatic. One of the attributes of the fox is being strong in counsel. However, take care when working with fox power not to let skill and diplomacy become dishonesty or slyness. Remaining silent or becoming invisible so as to watch the unfolding drama is an asset that can bring its own special culpability if it is not tempered with wisdom. Wow, Pisces. Okay. So, yeah, you could be in a situation where you're not speaking to somebody because of something that they've done, and it is causing stress on someone else. And so this could be like, it might have happened around the holidays, to be honest. This could have happened around Christmas time, I'm picking up on, okay? For some of you. So this is about, you might have to like act as though you're over it, or that you don't really know what happened when you do know. So that could be why it's like cunning for you to do so. But it's all for the benefit of someone older than you. So just remember that, okay? And then your final card. Okay, you can't make this shit up, excuse my language. I did say I felt like it was a father figure that was upset. And here we have a father's love. A father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, in that it can be tapped into at any time for whatever reason, whether your father is still here or has passed. A father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. Whew. Okay, so this is, again, I'm getting a bunch of different ways this can go, so take this where it goes for you. Some of you might actually have a father in spirit, and he wants to see you bridge a gap with a sibling that happened around the holidays. Even though you're right, I want to say that he knows you're right. He knows you've been, I'm going to say the better person, but you've been the bigger person in the situation, and you've tried, and this other person's been giving you, a hard time. But it's almost like, and as I'm saying this, I'm getting blasted with cold air, so I know that I'm right. He wants to see you set this right, even if it means backing down, and just to kind of let it, just to bring peace to the family unit. That's all he wants, is peace. And you don't have to be best friends, you don't have to apologize, but just bring peace to the family unit. Now, if your father is still here, which I feel like for many of you that will be the case, he really might not be expressing it, but it's really stressing him out, and he really wants to see this bridge gapped. Or it could also be that you're not speaking to your father, and he's longingly and lovingly wanting to talk to you, but just doesn't know how. He might not be able to admit that he's wrong. So again, take this whichever way it applies for you, Pisces, but please know that you are moving towards a place of even more love, compassion, and kindness, and getting out of the battlefield. So this all kind of ties together. I hope that this has helped you, Pisces. I will be back for you in May for your 2020 reading, and take really good care of yourselves, okay?